everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of What's Up, Doc? So what is up, Doc? What's going on?
Hello. What's going on? Well, the Bret Michaels situation is what's going on for right now. Interesting enough, he made the cover of People magazine, bumping Shelley Wright, who was supposed to out herself.
Wait.
On the...
Who's Shelley Wright? Never heard that name before.
Oh, man, she's a country singer. Her biggest hit was Single White Female, which we guess she's seeking another single white female now. They figured it would be taboo, that Middle America may be a little bit upset, but it didn't happen to where, like the Sandra Bullock People issue, I should say, came out and everyone was shocked. That's what it was supposed to be. But TMZ wasn't going to get scooped 2 weeks in a row. So they found out that Shelley Wright was going to be the person that outed herself that she was gay on Sunday night. And people kind of had to confirm on Monday. And people were like, exactly like how you were. Who? Oh, really? Okay. So they scrambled, and they were able to get Bret Michaels. They were able to get an interview and put him on the cover, which I'm sure Bret, even when his heyday of Poison, was never on the cover of People magazine, and now front page. And Shelley Wright wasn't even in the sidebar sections. But Bret has done really well. He's making an amazing recovery, and it just looks like he will may not be performing by the end of the month like he wants to. It may take 6 to 8 weeks, but he's in the public eye a lot, especially with the situation and how well he's doing on Celebrity Apprentice. And we're just glad that Bret is doing well, and congrats on him for getting the cover. And Shelley Wright, is supposed to get the cover and doesn't because everyone finds out that she's the one before it even hits.
Well, she'll have to just come out the old-fashioned way, I guess, and not on the cover of People magazine. So in other kind of news of the moment, LT, Lawrence Taylor, some shocking news today, or I guess it was yesterday that came out. What's going on?
Yeah, the original LT, first when you say LT got arrested for rape, you are thinking LaDainian Tomlinson, but it's Lawrence Taylor, the original LT. I was like, wow, I didn't believe it when it happened. And not only is it that, it turns out that the girl is 16 years old and was a prostitute. Yeah, she was a prostitute, had a pimp. First they're saying that he beat her up, but she had a black eye before she got to his hotel room. He says he didn't rape her, but he did pay her $300 for sex. Regardless, she's underage. He's in a world of trouble. And celebrities right now, they got to be really careful with this whole hooking up with hookers thing, or hooking up with women behind their wives like LT did. Ever since Rachel Yucatel made the $10 million off of Tiger Woods, it's like open season on Hollywood people. Michael Boreanaz had to admit that he cheated this week because a woman was trying to extort money from him. So right now, it may not be the best time to be thinking that you can get away with cheating, because if you're a celebrity, all they're seeing right now is dollar signs with you. And LT's situation is bad, and I don't know how he's going to get out of it. I think he may get some jail time for it, because regardless of whether he raped her or not, she was still 16 years old.
Well, when you're a celebrity, there is no such thing as a private life. So we'll keep tabs on that story and see what happens with LT. Even a retired football player, ex-crack addict, is not out of the spotlight these days. So we actually had some purple news this week as well. Prince performed in New York and caused a little bit of a stir. What happened there?
Speaking of someone who has a private life that's a celebrity and can actually do it, it's him. He's been smart in the game for so long. Prince played the Time Gala event, which we were able to confirm, and he rocked it, did a 4-song set, but apparently he's making news because he didn't want to schmooze with the celebrities. He was supposed to sit at a table with Bill Clinton and Taylor Swift, but he didn't sit through it. I'm sure Bill was like, thank you very much, Prince. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to get with Taylor, and maybe I can get me some. So I'm sure Bill had no hard feelings about Prince sitting at the table with him, but just because he doesn't want to hobnob or do this stuff or not be in his element, who cares? An interesting thing, though, Gayle, what's her name?
Gayle, are you talking about Gayle King, Oprah's best friend?
Yeah, Gayle King said something interesting on her radio show about Prince's kind of name on his dressing room or code name for the event was Rick. Kind of like, Rick needs some more water to his room. Rick needs some more towels. Rick wants you to purify yourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. It's kind of interesting, Rick, huh? They didn't want anyone to know or anyone to kind of disturb him, and they gave him that privacy that he wanted, regardless of him not wanting to hobnob with the celebrities. And I even heard that he showed up at some random club called the Village Underground and did a short set over there, kind of like with his back to the crowd because there were so many cameramen. And I guess fans took that as being rude. He just didn't want his picture taken but wanted to play for people. I don't see what's so bad about that, but that's me, you know. What can I say?
Yeah, and there's some great, not great pictures, not in quality, but some pictures from the Time event. A lot of fans have been commenting. He's not.
Yeah, I didn't like those photos. I didn't want to post them. I was hoping that something better would come out of it, so we didn't find anything, but we posted them. I mean, Prince is looking really good. It's the first time I think I've seen him without makeup performing, like maybe ever. Boy is still bad. Boy is still good. Wish I was there. Hope he does some secret show in L.A. or somewhere soon before he heads off to Europe, you know. But he does what he wants to do, and these people that trip on it are always looking for bad press on him. They need to just chill with their negativity. If he doesn't want to hobnob, he doesn't want to hobnob. What is the big deal?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely digging the new short hairdo that he's got, and I agree. I think he looked great. It was great to see sort of the natural Prince, and he's always mixing it up, always keeping us guessing. So it's always I always like seeing him out and about. So it's nice to know he's out.
He's like the Doc. He's natural and he's funky.
Fair enough. All right. Well, before we wrap it up and head into the weekend, any shout outs you want to send out this week?
I want to send a shout-out to Madonna for that hot interview magazine spread she did. Thank you for wearing the gloves and covering up them ugly hands. You were looking very sick. And Kobe Bryant, please, I love you, brother. I hope you win the championship. I don't think it's your year. Please don't model. And if you're going to model, at least wear your suits or whatever, that daishiki thing or whatever. You look like the Osama bin Kobe. Not happening.
Yeah, those were some disturbing photos. I was not into those. I would not. I agree with you on that. Stick to the basketball, Kobe. All right, well, that's it for this week's edition of What's Up, Doc. Dr. Funkenberry, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for all the tips. And to all you listeners out there, have a great weekend.
Much love, and keep it funky.